A shock transfer twist has rocked Stamford Bridge. Manchester City are eyeing a stunning move for a Chelsea player you'd never expect. This is Chelsea News TV, your home for the latest Blues updates, and we're diving straight into this bombshell. Marcus Bettinelli, Chelsea's third-choice goalkeeper, is reportedly on Pep Guardiola's radar. Why is this happening? What does it mean for Chelsea's squad? And how does it tie into the bigger transfer picture at the Bridge? We've got the full story, packed with exclusive insights, stats, and analysis you won't find anywhere else. Let's start with the headline grabber. According to the Telegraph's Mike Maignan, Manchester City are exploring a deal to sign Marcus Bettinelli. Yes, you heard that right. Bettinelli, the 33-year-old Chelsea goalkeeper who hasn't played a competitive match for the Blues in 3 years. This is a move no one saw coming. City are looking to replace their veteran third-choice keeper, Scott Carson, who's set to leave as his contract winds down. Carson turns 40 in September, and City need a new homegrown player to fill their squad registration requirements. Enter Bettinelli, the 6'4" former Fulham Academy product who could slot into that role at the Etihad. Why Bettinelli? Let's break it down. The keeper joined Chelsea in 2021 after his Fulham contract expired. His only appearance for the Blues came in a 5-1 FA Cup rout of 5th-tier Chesterfield in January 2022. Hardly a headline-making moment, but his experience as a reliable backup and his homegrown status make him a sneaky fit for City's needs. Pep Guardiola's side are in the midst of a transfer flurry, with reports linking them to AC Milan's Tijani Reinders and Wolves' Rayan Ait-Nouri. But this Bettinelli move, it's a curveball. It's practical, low cost, and ticks a crucial box for City squad rules. The question is, what does Chelsea lose if he goes? Let's put this in perspective. Bettinelli's role at Chelsea is minimal. He's third behind Robert Sanchez and whoever else Enzo Maresca trusts as backup. His departure wouldn't shake the starting line, but it could leave a gap in squad depth. Chelsea's goalkeeping department is already under scrutiny, with Sanchez's mixed performances last season raising eyebrows. He was phenomenal at times, but costly errors in key moments sparked calls for a more reliable option. Could Bettinelli's potential exit signal bigger changes between the posts? We'll get to that in a moment. First, let's dig into Bettinelli's journey. The 33-year-old cut his teeth at Fulham, joining their academy at 14. He racked up 103 league appearances for the Cottagers over 6 seasons, often as a rotation option. Loans to Dartford, Accrington Stanley, and Middlesbrough, where he last played a league game in 2020-21, rounded out his experience. He's a seasoned pro, but his lack of game time at Chelsea makes this City interest a head-scratcher. Why now? Why him? It's all about squad dynamics. City need a dependable, low-maintenance keeper who knows the Premier League and won't rock the boat. Bettinelli fits that mold perfectly. Now, let's zoom out. This isn't just about one backup keeper. Chelsea's transfer window is heating up, and the Bettinelli rumor is just one piece of a chaotic puzzle. The Blues are gearing up for the Club World Cup in the US, kicking off against LAFC on June 16th. With the mini transfer window closing Tuesday at 7 p.m. BST, Chelsea are in overdrive. They've already secured Liam Delap from Ipswich for $30 million, a striker with 12 goals in 37 Premier League games last season. Delap's knack for take-ons and drawing fouls, ranking in the top 12% and 23% among forwards, makes him a dynamic addition. But the club's not stopping there. They're chasing Borussia Dortmund's Jamie Gittens and AC Milan's Mike Maignan. How do these moves connect? Let's dive deeper. The Maignan pursuit is a big one. Chelsea have approached AC Milan for the 29-year-old French international who's entering the final year of his contract. Milan want $25 million, but the Blues are exploring a swap deal involving Armando Broja. The Albanian striker, who struggled with injuries and form, could be the key to unlocking Maignan's signature. Maresca sees Maignan as the perfect fit for his possession-based style, with the keeper's ability to play out from the back a major draw. If this deal happens, it could reshape Chelsea's goalkeeping hierarchy, making Bettinelli's potential exit a minor footnote. But what happens if the Maignan talks stall? Could Chelsea be left short-handed? Let's talk about the attack. Chelsea's striker situation has been a sore spot for years. Despite spending $3 billion on transfers since 2003, the Blues have struggled to find a consistent number 9. Legends like Didier Drogba and Diego Costa are the exceptions, while names like Fernando Torres and Alvaro Morata flopped. Delap's arrival is a step toward fixing that, but Chelsea are also eyeing Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike. The 22-year-old bagged 22 goals and 12 assists in 48 games last season, helping Frankfurt secure Champions League football. His $84 million price tag is steep, but his versatility and clinical finishing make him a dream target. Compare that to Delap's 12 goals and 18% conversion rate, and Ekitike looks like a potential game changer. Then there's Porto's Samu Aghehowa. The 21-year-old Spaniard scored 19 goals and added 3 assists in 42 games last season, boasting a 23% goal conversion rate. His release clause? A hefty $85 million. But with Chelsea back in the Champions League, Maresca has the budget to chase a monster in the making, as scout Jacques Kulik called him. Aghehowa's pace, aerial ability, and shot power could complement Delap perfectly. Imagine those two leading the line. Chelsea's striker curse might finally be broken. Let's shift gears to the midfield. Moises Caicedo is making waves. After a stellar 2024-25 season where he won Chelsea's Players' Player of the Season award, the 23-year-old is drawing interest from Europe's elite. Fabrizio Romano reports Chelsea are preparing a new contract to fend off suitors, despite Caicedo's current deal running until 2031. His performances, including a standout display in Ecuador's 0-0 draw with Brazil, have even caught the eye of rival fans. But here's a bold take. Chelsea legend John Obi Mikel claims his peak 2012 self would still edge out Caicedo in Maresca's midfield. Agree or disagree? Caicedo's the present and future, but Mikel's confidence adds some spice to the debate. On the wing, Jamie Gittens is a name to watch. Chelsea have agreed personal terms with the 20-year-old Dortmund star on a 7-year deal, but their initial $29.5 million bid was rejected. Dortmund won $51 million, and with the Club World Cup looming, time's ticking. Gittens is a dribbling machine, first in the Bundesliga for attempted take-ons and carries into the penalty area. Pair him with Delap, who he's played with before at Man City's academy, and you've got a potentially lethal partnership. Their one game together against Liverpool's U18s saw Delap assist Gittens for a goal. Could they recreate that magic at Stamford Bridge? Defensively, Chelsea are bolstering their ranks too. Mamadou Sarr, a 19-year-old from RC Strasbourg, is the third signing of the summer, joining Delap and Dario Isugo. Though the $14 million centre-back started 27 of 34 league games for Strasbourg last season and could be a long-term asset. But with interest in Crystal Palace's Marc Guehi and Ajax's Jorel Hato, Chelsea's backline could see more changes. Sarr might even head out on loan, but his arrival shows the club's focus on youth. One player who might be on his way out is Christopher Nkunku. Bayern Munich are circling the 27-year-old, who scored 14 goals in 42 games last season, but started just 9 Premier League matches. Valued at over $60 million, Nkunku's lack of regular minutes under Maresca makes a move possible. His departure could free up funds for someone like Ekitike or even Victor Osimhen, who's back on Chelsea's radar. The Napoli striker rejected a $63 million move to Al Hilal, and with his loan at Galatasaray nearing its end, the race for his signature is wide open. Could he finally be the answer to Chelsea's striker woes? Let's circle back to Bettinelli. His potential move to City might seem small in the grand scheme, but it's a reminder of how every squad piece matters. Chelsea's depth is being tested, especially with the Club World Cup on the horizon. Facing LAFC, Flamengo, and ES Tunis in the group stage, Maresca needs a robust squad. Losing Bettinelli could be a minor hiccup, but if Maignan arrives, it's a non-issue. The bigger picture is Chelsea's ambition. Delap, Gittens, Ekitike, Aghehowa, Maignan, these aren't just signings, they're statements. Maresca's building a squad to compete on all fronts. So what's the state of play? Chelsea are in a transfer frenzy, balancing youth and experience, attack and defense. Bettinelli's Shock City link is just the tip of the iceberg. The Blues are chasing elite talents to break their striker curse, secure their midfield, and solidify their defense. The Club World Cup looms, and with it, a chance to show the world what this new-look Chelsea can do. That's all for today's Deep Dive Blues fans. What's your take on this wild transfer window?